felt dead lethargic, dead tired, just, as I say, kind of fed up and frustrated. I just didn't feel confident because I wasn't massive because I've been doing the running. That was keeping me down a bit in terms of weight. But even if we go like swimming with the kids, or I was going, we'd sometimes like to go to wee lodges and stuff with a hot tub, I was always dead body conscious, even though I wasn't big. So I always felt as if I was skinny fat, for lack of a better description. I felt as if I was relatively slim, but when I take my top off, didn't like it. And I just got to a point, a few months before that, it was probably a year past in July, I was really feeling fed up with it. And then I think it was September I started on the rebirth. So what happened is I had been doing a lot of running when COVID hit, and been running probably about a year and a half by that point, but I was getting a bit fed up and frustrated because I would basically go from being slim to get my wee blister pack back, and then slimming down again, blister pack. But my key issues probably were just eating crap. I knew the nutrition wasn't right. I was eating got quite a sweet tooth, so I was eating a lot of sweets, especially just bad habits at night time. Kids go to bed, hit the sweetie cupboard, or go to the cinema, and it's another excuse. I would think nothing of going to the cinema with my 4 cans of Diet Coke, large packet of chocolate digestives, and a grab bag of minstrels, demolish a full lot in 2 hours. And that's why I wasn't getting results. That's why I was still, and I was just fed up. And I felt as if I needed to reach out and get some help. One of your kind of success stories, I recognised one of the guys that I used to work with, Stuart, and that kind of gave me a wee, probably just that push, that wee thing to get me over the edge and take a punt. I kind of used to dabble in the gym, but I didn't really know how to progress stuff. I didn't really have any plans. I would just go in and kind of muck about. So I never really had a plan or an understanding of what to do. So I think I just needed that guidance. But I think the thing that probably brought me more to yourself was more the nutritional side. I've seen that a lot of other PTs and stuff don't focus on any nutrition. It's just your workouts. But I knew I knew I would be committed to doing the workouts because I was quite disciplined when we're running, usually running 3 or 4 times a week sometimes. So I knew that I could make the time and I knew I could do the workouts. It was probably more about getting that guidance and trying to break my bad habits. That's probably where I needed the support, I would say. Some of the results I've got have really surprised me and enjoyed. And I think in some of the compliments from family and friends has been quite nice as well, because I think certainly the definition in my arms and legs, and I'm now starting to get a bit of definition in abs as well. Well, I was before Christmas. But I think I feel a big difference in myself and in my confidence because I'm not as body conscious. And then when I do, I quite like taking the kids swimming now because I know that I look a lot better. I don't have that kind of nagging thing over my conscience telling me that I need to cover up or get under the water. So I think I feel a lot more confident, and I did when I was kind of working towards holiday last year. I felt a lot better on holiday, and I'm probably a bit further on now since last August. I feel really confident in what I'm doing now. I kind of went through all the habits, and I think I have probably went almost a 180, 360. I've totally changed my habits. I think the changes I've made have been significant compared to what I was doing. I've changed a lot of bad habits that I've probably had for 30 odd, 40 years potentially. I've got 2 young boys, 7 and 9, and I think the benefits that I've seen kind of passed on to them is, even I can think of an example off the top of my head. We went to the park one day in the summer and it was just the 2 of them, nobody else in the play park, and they wanted to play tag and they asked me to play, and I thought, that's fine, but I must have run about like a maniac for 10, 15, 20 minutes with my kids. If anybody looked out, they must have thought, who's this nutter? But I wasn't knackered, I wasn't burst, I still had more in me. The kids loved me, the fact that I was able to play with them. I thought I couldn't have done that before. That time last year I would never have been able to do that, because I'd have lasted a couple of minutes, I'd have been gasping for breath, I would have been burst. Even with my running, I still probably couldn't have done the kind of short, sharp bursts about. But the difference that it's made to me, I felt really, I could have maybe not done it all day, but we could have played longer and the kids were just happy. I think the other things I've noticed, especially with the wee one, there's a bit of monkey see, monkey do, and I can see the exercises rubbing off. They want to give it a go, they want to try things out, they want to try running. When we were on holiday, the wee man came into the gym with me one day, I was in the gym 6 times on holiday, which is a total change. Run a half marathon in Lanzarote as well. But that's things I would never have done that before. I think the difference that it's made night and day. I say I like the fact that it's rubbing off on the kids. It has changed my life, and I think the fact that I've got, even after Christmas and after holidays, I will still live. I don't stick to it absolutely 100% religiously, but I'll still live. Maybe turn the dial down a wee bit on the diet, but I'm still managing to keep going with the workouts, especially on holiday because the kids aren't up till later. I can go and suit myself. And then I just ramp the dial back up as soon as holiday's over and get back on it. And I'm finding that that's working for me. So again, it's just the guys, if anybody is out there wanting to do it, get in touch and then just see what works for them. And you'll find that you'll make it work for yourself. You find what's works for you and you tweak it to suit. So.
Yeah. Happy days.
Okay, mate. Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.